Good morning, everyone. Aradhana Tiwari from Be the Change by Aradhana. Access Social Certified Facilitator, Mindset Coach, Talk to Entities Facilitator, Body Whispering Facilitator, lots and Relationship Coach. Okay, just a Mindset Coach. What else is possible? I get so confused what to say. Alright, hi Ravi. Good morning, Sunena. Suneet, thank you. Suneet. Hi Dimple, Venus. Happy morning everybody. Ripple, good morning. Gaurav, Rupali, Umesh. Awesome. Good morning guys. Vavisha, awesome. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. So you cannot see what you be? You cannot see what you be. It is amazing that, and I was in a lot of question when I was posting this morning. It was like, you cannot be what you cannot see, and you can only see what you are, but you also cannot see you because everybody is you. How does that actually resonates with you? Bhumi, welcome. Good morning. Ratna, Sahista, Malini, good morning. Yes, Sandhya, good morning everybody. Suraj, Neha, everybody joining in, good morning. So what you see, you cannot be what you cannot see, and you cannot see what you be. What is that? What is that in your world? So who and what are you actually searching? And this was like, I've been talking this since yesterday with my friends also. It's like when you're going to, have you watched a dog watching himself? And I was seeing something on the Insta that I think in the night also. There's a dog who goes and looks like, and is it me? And then puts her feet up, and then it's like, is it my feet? And they're like, how this person is doing exactly what I am doing. How is this image doing exactly what I am doing? And it's such a curiosity. And I guess even I've seen little kids when we are growing up, that when we see in the mirror, we just want to see ourselves, and it's like for the first time we never knew that it was you. If my question to your world is, if I had not seen you ever, how do you know how you look? If you've never seen yourself in the mirror, how would you know how you look? And also, when you see yourself, these things show up in my world for definitely when I'm in the front of mirror. And I'm like, this is how I see myself. But I can never get how others see me. Like I would really see somebody and I would like make out, okay, this is a look, this is how the person should be wearing, this is what person should not be wearing. And that is so interesting. That was showing up in my world yesterday, that like these are my interesting point of views. This is how I look at the world, and through my prism, through my filter. And this is how the other person looks like. This is how person should be wearing, not been wearing. Just my interesting point of views. But to that person is open to the world. Howsoever the other person wants to see them is most welcome to see her. So it's an object lying in the world. You go to the museum, everybody perceives the energy differently. So is with you. So how much are they actually watching you from their filters? Does that make it more easier and lighter for you when you know that people are only seeing through their filters? It is not about you. So all the fights that you're holding in your world, all your hurts that you hold in your world, you said that you've been hurt, where are they coming from? They are coming from their filters. It is not about you. It is not about you looking thin, fat, ugly. So how did you kind of come to that conclusion that you're fat or you're thin? For me, it's like through my clothes I come to know. I like really can't make it. I'm always happy, whatever the size and shape it is. Yet, if I look into a mirror with myself, my body, myself, it's like, I'm fine. I like it. I've never had a judgment to it. Why is this size or that size? But it is only when people comment, and then after this question, it was so funny. I was like, why do I even go into the world of what people comment? It's their world. So how many such comments are you holding into your spaces and feeling hurt until today? Everything that is, would you like to let that go? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hi ma'am, Ankita says, I see people from my point of view and they behave they are in the behavior they are in. Such situations, people block me after realizing their mistake. I think they don't like to see themselves in the mirror. There is so much of a judgment here, Ankita. How many judgments are you holding around yourself and about you, that everything that you do is been rejected by people? So what rejection, what conclusion of rejection around yourself are you holding and holding? Everything that is, would you like to let that go? Thanks, Ankita. Samir, welcome. Good morning. Awesome. Love you, Angel. Thanks. Hi, Saratha, Rabia, Shivani, Shalu. Good morning, everybody joining in. So today's play, whoever joined it now, is you cannot see what you be. So you cannot see what you be, you're already being. So, and also another point I really wanted to add here is, what do you want to see you as? Whether you want, so what you are actually seeking has already seeked you. So you are there in totality already. So there isn't any lag. Anything where your eye goes, or actually the real physical eye goes, and your your energies go to see it, you are already being it. So would you like to acknowledge that? So right now, go into your world. How many people in your family, who do you perceive them? How do you perceive them? So are you perceive them, or are you seeing them, is another question. So are you seeing them, or are you perceiving them? Seeing is different than the perceiving. So everything that is, would you like to let that go? A lot of rejections from people every time I meet them. I was thinking I stopped meeting them. It is not people's rejections, Ankita. Everywhere you have rejected yourself. And whose rejection and what rejection are you holding and holding, that they are gifting you to, and by rejecting you, everything that is, let go. So they are rejecting you because you continuously are rejecting, until you will not start acknowledging that you are under other people's validation, you're under other people's acknowledgements. They will keep showing up. More people like that will show up every day till you get it. So those people who are actually rejecting you, you think are rejecting you, or you think are hurting you, are gifting you something that you are actually being to yourself within you. So watch it, guys. What gratitude can you be? It was just like, I'm in the middle of the foundation finishing now today with Nishta, and I had this whole awareness within my world that I had been continuously rejecting myself of being good. I always wanted to be called a bad girl. I always want people to find mistakes in me. I always look forward to the negative publicity. I had been inviting this into my world. For me, negative is as amazing as good is. And there was so much of a charge to receive good about myself until yesterday. And I didn't even know that. And I'm like, no, of course I like good. Of course, who would not like when people are actually acknowledged and happy? But it never kind of went deep within me. I was more at ease when people rejected me, when people found faults in me, because it was like they're my best friends. Because I had learned from Kabir ka dua that you should always have your nindak around. You should always have somebody who really pinpoints, criticizes you, because that makes you perfect. And that is how I wanted to be perfect, because I remember seeing my family criticizing, and that I used to think that they're criticizing because they really love them, because they want them to be perfect. But there never came a day when the other people, those people haven't stopped criticizing. So somebody who will criticize will keep criticizing. Somebody who loves will always love. And I have formed this habit of finding niceness under the criticism. How many of you are doing that? So everything that is, would you like to let go that? It's like sabme acha dekho. So everything that is, would you like to let that go? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you cannot see what you do not be. And what you be, you cannot see too. A knife cannot see itself. An apple cannot see itself. An object cannot see itself, cannot rotate the eyes the other way around. Hi Bajasha, Sahik, Kaneka, Mitu. Awesome. Good morning, Gitu, Bharti, everybody. Good morning. When they do that, at that moment, we forget those tools. Yes, we forget us. We like to beat ourselves. We forget us. It is not about them. It's about how committed are you to yourself. Are you committed to actually acknowledge you? Are you committed to actually love you? Are you actually committed to look how beautiful you are? Or are you committed to look how bad you are like me? Everything that is, would you like to let go? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like before anybody else rejects, I will reject them. Before anybody says no to me, I will say no to them. How many of you are doing this? Rupal says, just what I needed to hear today. Aradhana, you're magical. Awesome. Everything. Thank you. Receiving it. Receiving it, finally, Rupal. It's like, every time everybody's complimented me and said, I'm like, yeah, of course they're saying it. Just for the heck of saying it. And I have lived that my entire life like that. It's crazy. I'm so grateful to this whole foundation, Nishta, and every choice I've made in my life that I've finally cracked it. What if every negative has positive and every positive has negative? So there is no negative. If anybody is saying negative is also positive plus negative, and also if they're giving you a positive judgment, it also includes the negativity in it. So everything that is, can we let that go? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I genuinely do not believe appreciation coming from others. I feel they don't know me much. It's their point of view, but I suddenly believe the criticism comes out of any mouth. I totally get you. Totally seconding you, but I choose to change it, and I've already started receiving. Here Shivani comes, you are looking gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you so much. I guess something is shifting in my world, so definitely. The more that criticism in your world moves, more your crinkles, your wrinkles, your stress from your face moves out. And it's the youth. It's that's when you start glowing from within. So all your point of views that you've been holding and holding into your words are, yes, sort of validation. So all the validations, negative or positive. So my validations were that I was fighting for the rightness of my wrongness. So how many of you are fighting to prove that you're wrong, which is the rightness of your wrongness? And everything that is, would you like to let that go? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So these are like magical friends who are always contributing. And so everybody who actually brings your barriers up, somebody who actually hits you, who really actually brings that charge in your world, be grateful to them and ask, what are they gifting you? So what gift are you unwilling to receive here? It is only in your world. So you can also perceive only your world. If there is no charge, if there's no agreement, if there's no disagreement, there won't be charge, and it will not bother you. So everything that is bringing up, let that go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. God bless. 1, 2, 3. Hi Ritika, Gitanjali. Good morning, darling. Awesome. So all the forms, all the structures. So we should stop. Stop what, Gitu? So we should stop. It's not about stop. It's about start looking and acknowledging that what are you asking for, that they're gifting you in a very different way. So people gift us. People are always gifting everything around us. When we open our eyes, when we are on the planet, everything is us. We have created everything around. This is our movie. We individual of us have our own movie. We watch our movie. We have the characters in it. Keep questioning about it. What is that? What is not working? What is it that I have to receive here? Like, for this wrongness and the rightness, my right side had been, and I've been observing this for like almost 6 months, that my right side has been totally been into a lot of issues, pains and aches, and everything is happening in my right side. And I'm like, wow, what wrong am I making right? I have been this question for almost like 1.5 to 2 years. And I got it now. So you get it when you get it. So don't, I just left the question, and every time my body was showing, I'm like, hey body, what are you telling me that I'm unwilling to receive? Yes, and a lot of time it was like, it wasn't easy. I wasn't getting what the awareness was, and kept asking and cuddling it that, hey, can you give me an easy awareness? I am actually committed to change it. And I never gave up. I never thought that answer won't come. I never thought that awareness won't come. I knew it will come. And yesterday when I just this whole awareness shot up in my head, my right side became so light. My knee became so light, and it was a need to be right, need to prove the rightness of my wrongness that I was holding into my body. So what more magic is possible? And what I do criticize myself all the time, hard to take that. Once you have acknowledged it, can I have your name escape from the world? I am not getting who this is. So what if you actually acknowledge that you're criticizing yourself, and is that actually making you feel heavy, or is that making you feel light? Does that make you feel joyful? So if it doesn't, stop. Stop. Why do we create so many villains in our movie? Then the movie is masaledar, no? Why do you create? It's a more masaledar, it's a more commercial movie, more drama, more fun, more twist in the movie, and what else is possible there? Hi Shubha Panya, good morning. So all the point of views that we have locked and blocked into a form and structure into our bodies, would we like to let that go? So all the forms, all the structures that we are holding into our bodies for all eternity, we don't even know where we held it from our childhood. Can we today now acknowledge it and let that go? 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. No names, cause I'm escaping from the world. Wow, I like that. And what's the fun? Your world is your world. You've created this world. Nobody knows other than, nobody has the time. Nobody will, you're only escaping from you. And that would lead you nowhere. But that's a choice. I totally have an allowance of it. That's fine with me. Neetu Jain. No wonder I asked that name. It's like, I was like wondering, why do I ask that name? But it's okay. I totally get it. I choose when you choose to show up. I guess only you have to choose to show up for yourself. Nobody has time to see anybody else. Just letting you know that. Somewhere I resist talking and meeting people who always criticize and always show their true face at my back. Keep resisting till you get tired, Ankita. I just wanted to say to you all, guys, there are no others on the planet. This is your movie. You've directed. You are the writer. You are the producer, and you are the creator of the movie. Every character that you meet up in the world is your creation, and I keep repeating that here because one day it'll hit you, and then you can actually choose to change it. If you can create it, you can change it too. So what else is possible? Guys, on that note, I just wanted to acknowledge and let you know that, yes, which I did yesterday too, that my 2 book reads Salon de Femme, which is must read for all the men, for the women, and of course a woman should read them, because how do we know? We do not know about ourselves, right? So it's fun to read that book. It's a beautiful book, Salon de Femme by Gary M. Douglas and Gentleman's Club. It's a combination that I'm going to read both the books, and if anybody wants to join in, be part of it, most welcome. You can join one of the book reads. That's your choice. If you buy a combination, it's a different price, and if you have a just single book read, different choice. And we start from the 15th March. If you really want to get out of this relationship issues, come join me, and the relationship with yourself. These 2 books are amazing, just amazing. I'm so amazed with Gary's creations. It just puts you in question. It just makes you change your world. So do not miss it for anybody, any reason. If you do not have time, if you cannot make time for yourself and for your changes in your world, guys, that's just a different choice. Then be happy where you are. I know that I created you in my life. Shivani, so do I. I love you too. So that means I do not like the way I am, so I have planned this escape to avoid me. Yes, what do you get that? What do you get? Escape from the world. Do you really want to be seen? Why would you hide yourself? And people come on Zoom, people come there. I'm like, if you can't even show up on the Zoom, I get it. I have been there, done that. There have been a time I was in media where I would not face camera. I will stammer. I did not know words. I was so, nervous, and I would shut the cameras. I was like, I can't. I would put my friend in front of me and tell her, hey, you go. I'm not going to go say anything because I can't face camera. Now, even if I'm sleeping, you put a camera in front of me, I don't mind. Because I know nobody is looking at me other than me. You all are me and I'm you. So what else is possible? All right, guys. And if it's light and if it's fun and if it's contributing, if this platform is contributing, please do share with your family and friends. Invite more people, more friends, so that whenever we do these clearings, it helps us change everything on the planet and makes life for us and others easier, and to have the world that we are. Everywhere we are stuck, it helps us open together. More the people every person kind of almost minimum shifts 350,000 people when we are here. When we are changing one point, we are giving up that point of view. You are also opening the space for others. So I'm super, super, super grateful to each one of you for that. Yes, you got it, Mr. Escape. Shivani says, you got it, Mr. Escape. Nitu Jen, thank you so much. I love your voice. It's like so soft and soothing. Oh, thanks, Nitu. A lot, I think that they are not willing to change their life. Oh, Ankita, why are you vested in changing anybody else's life? You can just invite anybody. You can just say, hey, this is what I'm learning, I'm hearing. This is something that contributes. If you have a question, you can be there. We are not vested. We are just inviting. There is nothing that you have to change. You don't have to push anybody. Is pushing kindness. Would you like if anybody pushes anything on you? Never push anything on anybody. Please give them choice. You have a choice. They have a choice. And what else is possible? Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. And people, I'll see you on my book club from the 15th and what more magic is possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you all and see you tomorrow at 11.